Diddly-o, diddle up and down, diddly-o, diddle up and down, diddly-o, diddle up and down, diddly-o, diddle lay down, diddly-o, diddle up and down, diddly-o.
Alright everyone, I gotta try to squeeze this in. It's actually Guy Fawkes night here in Newfoundland and getting ready to go out for a bonfire with the kids. Couple things. The Immersion chiller I tried to make the other day is almost complete. Didn't have the parts, but I finished my turning, if you want to see. It came out better than I expected. Here should be, that's what 40 feet, or give or take, of coil, or coiled up copper will get you. So I'm hoping it's going to be a little upgrade to my system. I need to get a better tube. This is just something I've found which works for the hookup to the faucet, but I need a smaller little, whatever the heck they're called, the clamps. And as well, what else do I need to do? This was measured to be just above the pot. So I'm hoping to put, let's see if I can get it down into the view. This here is going to be above the pot. So a few of my friends who have these sort of chillers have found that their hoses tend to get very weak, and they'll tend to collapse and do this sort of thing, if you can see close here. So the plan is to give this a little turn. I need to get something to put it in the back, and otherwise it'll kink pretty hard. So I'll give it a little turn downward and hopefully give myself a couple inches outside the pot at a downward angle, so it would just be a straight go for the hose and alleviate that problem. Hoping. Anyway, I might show you eventually, but kind of pretty, huh? My 7-year-old daughter was impressed. Also, I ended up trying to adjust the pH on the Dr. Pepper. My meter, I haven't actually got it calibrated or really understand how to use it yet, but I will. But for future reference, this was just a test to see how it was going to what would happen if certain things occurred. So I added a teaspoon of baking soda, like a pure baking soda, no added scents or anything like that, so sodium bicarbonate, to the 2 liters, or well, approximately 1.89 liters of Dr. Pepper. A little bit of fizzing happened, like you might expect when you mix those two different pHs. But after I did that, I repitched 2 teaspoons of Nottingham's from the same harvested yeast, so it's the same as what I was having troubles with the fermenting before. Lo and behold, today we have fermentation. So I know there may be some off flavors involved because it wasn't a perfect environment. If I were to try to adjust for that pH beforehand, should be okay. So it may be a possibility to throw off this black IPA in the future. Won't be my next brew, but keeping notes, and hopefully this will go ahead okay. Also on Canadian Home Brewers, a gentleman, Justin, I won't give it his last name, but he mentioned something about an acid shock starter to help get your yeast trained towards a more acidic environment. That's a great idea. If I go down this road to actually brew this beer, definitely going to be looking into that. But stay tuned, and maybe more projects, but hopefully work doesn't get in the way. If it do, that's life, and you guys can watch whenever. Take care, and happy Guy Fawkes night.